Hey, welcome everybody. This is John Paul Dutcher, Doctor Speed Selling. This is Raging Verbalist number 317. If you're keeping track, Raging Verbalist happens every Friday. So come on down on YouTube and also Facebook. The Facebook group is Position to Win Book, which happens to be my book. So that would be a good thing, right? So here we go. Just show the book, all that. So most businesses fail in the first 5 minutes. It just takes 3 to 5 years to realize it. Position to win. So, all right. So don't dive too much into politics, but dive into all kinds of other topics. And today is a special day because for those of you who are keeping track, who are on top of things, know that tomorrow is Valentine's Day. And yes, it is kind of a made up day. And yes, lots of things happen, but every day is a good reason or a good excuse to go out and do what we need to do out in the marketplace. So, uh, question is what will you do now? You have your loved ones, you have your family, you have your whoever's that you actually do stuff with. But today we're going to talk about showing love to customers because that is one of those things which seems to be a lost or dying art, or even just a process that people do that. So this is very important, and I think it's extremely important because people give you their hard-earned money, they trade and transact with you, but do you remember them? And if you don't remember them, will they remember you? And the answer is no. I'm surprised at how few Valentine's Day things I get. I get some of them, but again, maybe I'm just not the right demo, but still, you got to remember people. So my question is, if you're in business, you're an entrepreneur, you're, in marketing, sales, I don't care, whatever you're in, do you have a plan? And you need a plan. It's not like February 14th is unique each year. No, it happens at the same time every year. You just have to do it. Now I'm doing this, that day before. So you just have a little bit of time, but with a little bit of hustle, you can get some stuff done. Now, there's always a question because, see, if I get a Valentine's Day message sent to me and it has a really hardcore pitch, and I like to, pitch as well as anybody, but if it has a hardcore pitch, usually it turns me off because I'm like, well, that's not what I want. So if you're going to do a pitch, you have to decide what you're going to offer and what that's going to be. Now, you may say, well, John, I'm going to give them the love discount or something like that. Okay, just understand mixed messages are just that, mixed messages. Always a good idea to find a way to connect with people for a sense that, I'm not always here just for the money. There's other reasons too. Now, there are three attributes. Three. Uno, dos, tres. First off is that you need to be sincere. If you're not sincere, then nobody cares or gives a shit about what you're going to be saying to them if you're not sincere. Insincerity is not a good quality. And it has been said that the secret of success is sincerity. Followed up by the line is that once you can fake that, you've got it made. Now, I'm not saying that you should fake sincerity, but you should look at whatever message that you're going to be sending out and saying, is it sincere? Does it really work and make its way to that sincerity level? Can I show genuinely that I'm caring about this other person, my customer, my prospect? Sending it to prospects, by the way, or those who have never purchased from you, may also be a way to get them to think about you differently. Remember that there's only three. Again, we're back to three. Uno, dos, tres. Only three reasons why people don't buy. And the first one is they don't believe or trust you. Sending them a message that seemingly has very little sales value in the sense that you're not saying, if you don't buy before the end of midnight on the day of Valentine's Day, life will be over and you're going to be in the shitter. No, but if you show them that you're sincere and you put out an effort, then you are on your way. Number two is authenticity. And all you have to do is understand that authenticity is not easy to do. You have to be authentic. That means whatever you say, you're going to need to be able to do. Now, I know there are people out there in the internet space who say a lot of bullshit and they don't necessarily back it up and they got to get away with it and everything. Uh, Maybe you're not that lucky. In fact, I doubt if you are. The only thing I can tell you is that people really don't like that. So you have to be authentic. And it comes down to this because we're going to probably write the message out. I mean, you can just speak it. If you can, I'm going to speak from the heart, and it's going to be. No, I mean, you can do that, but you're going to just have to think about how to be authentic, and it comes down to this. And Hemingway said this, so this is pretty cool. All you have to do is write one true sentence. So sit down and write one true sentence. What would you say to them in a caring, loving, exceptionally nice, trying to get through to somebody and explain to them what you do and who you are? So, what is that one true sentence? And then once you know that, Hemingway continues and says, write the truest sentence that you know. Now, in the beginning, this is tough. It's hard. It means you got to do some real back-breaking, mind-bending, chip it away. But can you write a true sentence that doesn't always devolve into, a pitch? Does it do that? Number three, and this is the most important thing, and the reason why we're going to be doing any of this is that you need to stand out. Do not do it, in my mind, for the instant reward. Do not do it because you think that, if I put it out there, they love it, they're going to convert. What suckers they are. No, what you want to do is you want to do it because you want to be the person who stands out from the crowd. Not hard today, by the way. In fact, people think it's harder, but it's not, because I do business with lots and lots of different companies. And I can tell you the number of them that actually takes the effort, and that's part of it. See, if you show the effort, that's important. If you show that you're trying to do this. Now, I know people are going to say, but John, with AI, you can do it easily. Then how come they're not doing it if it's so easy? But you got to stand up. Now, you got to ask yourself the what. What am I going to do? What's the what? And the what is, you can send a text out. You can send something out via text. That's a good way to do it, especially if you're going to do this infrequently. If you start spamming the crap out of people with text, they're going to probably say, don't, goodbye, vamonos out of here. And send an email. Challenge of an email is, of course, getting people to read it. Quick story. I had a personal email account, which got into one of my clients' feeds, if you will. And because I was the chief marketing and sales dude, because I was marketing, advertising, and sales guy, well, I ended up getting, believe it or not, 35,000 emails a day. And since it was for men's clinics, it was 99% sexual content. Lost that email for sure, because then that was just too much. Could send people a video. Do what I'm doing. I mean, how hard is it to do a video today? It's easier than ever. Do a video and send it out there. You can post it if you want, but you can send little snippets, little things to people. Hey, I was thinking about you. If you personalize it, it's better. You can send an audio message. You can do that and go, hey, I'm calling you. Do that. Voicemail. So leave voicemails at odd times. I used to do that, still do. Leave voicemails because I have crazy hours. But nothing like leaving a voicemail when they're not expecting it. Send a card. It's a little late to send a card, right? Because we only have until tomorrow. But, send a card. Take some effort. I would say handwrite them is better than not. But sending it, just sending it is important. And, of course, you could always send them a gift if it's appropriate and it's ethical in the business you're doing. Because it comes down to this. You want to remember them. You want to remind them. So you remember them, you remind them, and then never let them forget that to you. Hang on a second. I'm not even reading my own stuff correct. All right, let's take that. You want to remember them, remind them, and never let them forget that to you, that they are special. Now, whatever you can do to do that will make you stand out. And if you do that, you're going to do better. Now, of course, if you want to learn more about this, go check out my book. Go to positiontowinbook.com, positiontowinbook.com. Go check it out. It's also available at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Books A Million. Wherever books are sold, you can get a physical copy. You can also get it digitally from Kindle, Barnes & Noble, and, of course, Apple iBooks. And with that, all I can say is happy Valentine's to you. And I really appreciate it. Please hit the like, subscribe. If you want to get annoyed, hit notifications. We won't spam the crap out of you. And until then, have a happy Valentine's Day. And hopefully you use this to your best advantage and show your customers that you, in fact, love them. I'm John Paul Mendoza, I'm Speed Selling. Until the next time, we're out.